I've been at home, taking care of kids, poopy diapers, and just going out, staying ready.
How did this all happen? They called you last week and asked you to come in for a tryout?
Yeah, truth be told, man, I was driving an hour to work out every day and driving an hour back. And I had told my wife, man, this getting old. And I gave myself, I said, I'm gonna give it 3 more weeks and I'm gonna hang it up. So 3 days later, my agents reached out to me and said Seattle had contacted them about me coming out here to work out. So, once I found that out, it was obviously a no-brainer.
Were you in Atlanta?
I was in Atlanta, yes, sir.
Why did you have to go so far to work out?
Because, Atlanta the city has a high crime rate, so I try to keep my family as safe as possible. So we live like 45 minutes, an hour out the city.
What does it? I mean, obviously, you're working, trying to get back in the league. What does it mean that you're back here?
I was just, working because, obviously you guys know about my injury 2 years ago. Then I had doctor botched my knee, so I had to do another procedure. So that kind of set me back, and I didn't get cleared till November of last year. So I signed on with the Bears, and I didn't want to go out like that. I was, working out for any opportunity, but, obviously I love the Seahawks, and I got a lot of history here, and these guys, love me too. So, once my folks told me that, it was a no-brainer.
So you went the whole offseason and everything without
No
teams
call.
called you?
You would have thought my phone was on Do Not Disturb. It was very depressing. Because I'm at a point where I don't need football. I've won the Super Bowl. I've played good. I got my money. I took care of my money. So for me, it's like just proving that I still can play. If I couldn't move, and felt like I couldn't play at a high level, I wouldn't be in here wasting y'all time. I wouldn't waste my time because I feel like my face card it means everything. So just me just trying to stay ready and just motivate myself just when that time came, being prepared. And thank God, Pete and them reached out to me and, I packed a big old bag. My wife was like, "Why you packing your bag so big?" I said, "Baby, I ain't coming back," So it worked out, and I'm here with y'all.
When you tore your ACL early 2 seasons ago, what was it like recovering from that? And did you have any thoughts about hanging it up then, or did you know you still wanted to play?
It was tough, man. And, I haven't been injured a lot, so that was my first real big injury. Um, so, I got it, and, 10 weeks later, I got back here and to find out the dude had botched my knee. It was hard on me. Then the second procedure, they had to go on my other knee to use my left patella because the first doctor used my right patella so they couldn't use it again. So I ended up getting surgery on both knees for one injury. So did I ever think about retiring? I don't think I ever thought about that. I just was so hurt that, somebody could do that to me, and just the road to get back to where I was, that really, kind of put me in a dark place. But, I had great people around me, and they pushed me and motivated me and got me back where I needed to be.
They were using the patella to replace the ACL?
Yeah, so he used my right patella to fix the right ACL the first time. And being that they used the right one, it was too thin for them to use it on the second time. So they asked me, did I want to use the cadaver, the dead persons, or the hamstring? And I was like, just go to my left patella. Just take my left patella because it has a higher rate. The patella has a higher rate of lasting and holding up.
Were you just training by yourself, just you and a trainer, or were the other guys there too?
Yeah, it was a couple guys, a couple Brian Cox and a couple other guys, but yeah, it was probably about 2 or 3 of us in the training.
Were you the only one like still trying to get back in the league? Or?
Nah, those guys are still trying to get back too. So it was a good group. We pushed each other. I was the oldest in that group too. So like I said, I had a bunch of great people around me, man, that kept me going, and thank God I got another opportunity.
How do you feel now?
I feel like I'm 25. You see me move yet? Oh, man, what do you see me move? I mean, this dude ain't 34, man, but, man, I feel good. My body feel good. My mental's good. you know, I can't complain, man. You know, I get to live out my dream at 35, 34 and a half, about to be 35 in 3 weeks. So, man, I have no complaints.
What did Pete explain to you as the role that he sees you fulfilling here?
It's crazy because the last time I was at this mic, bro, I was 24 years old, standing on this stage, and to come back 11 years later, being the oldest guy on the team is really crazy. I'm just happy I never burned no bridges, and I kept great relationships with these guys, and they gave me an opportunity. But when Pete brought me here, he just said, just be you. You know, you got a ton of experience in this league. You know, I played in 140 games. You know, so I have a lot of knowledge, and not only on the field, but off the field. So, you know, I got 3 kids, a family. I know how to deal with, you know, your family asking for money, you know, girls jumping in your DMs. Like, I've dealt with everything. So it's just like I got the experience of everything, and just I'm a book, and I'm just willing to just share everything, you know, on top of contributing on the field and you know, doing what I have to do to make the defense better also.
What's it like? I mean, no Bobby, no KJ. You kind of give them another guy left from the Super Bowl team, but there's nobody else.
Yeah, I talked to Norton about that yesterday. He was like, "It's not weird that you being the only one." I was like, "Yeah, it's kind of weird, but you know, it is what it is. That's part of this business. You know, guys, none of these seats are permanent. You know, they all rented for the time, and I think everybody, once they get that, understand that, it'll make a lot of stuff easier. To me, it's different, you know, but I'm not sad. You know, I got 53, 54 other guys that's depending on me to lead them and, you know, go out here and make plays with them. So it's different, but I'm all right.
Looking at your social media, you've been paying pretty close attention to how this team has played up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
What have you seen from the defense, and where do you see yourself fitting in as far as on the field goes? Trying to help this unit turn things around.
Honestly, I just think we missing on defense. I think it's a communication thing. You know, I was with Sean last year in Chicago, so I know the system already, and it's big on communicating. You know, you got change of strength. You have to communicate that because, you know, the plays go from one side to the other side, you know, with certain motions and stuff. So I think guys just once we out there just chattering and guys just believing in one another, I think it'll make a difference. From what I've seen being at home, I see a young defense with not a lot of experience playing with one another. But the talent is there. You know, you can't compare this defense to 2012 and those years because we played for so long with each other. You know, Cam and Earl, they damn near didn't have to talk to each other because Cam knew when Earl was gonna take a shot, you know, and stuff like that. It's just certain stuff that come with repetition and games together that these guys haven't got yet. But I'm very confident that it's gonna come. These guys want to get better. You know, that's the biggest thing is guys wanting to get better. You know, we going out here, we're not living up to expectation, and then it'd be different if guys were just coming in here and not caring and, you know, just still smiling. But you see guys in here mad in meetings and practice, and everybody want to get better. So I think that's the first step in turning this thing around. So you know, I'm just coming here and be myself, work hard, run around, jump over people like I do still, and just try to have everybody just feed off of me. You know, if they see the oldest dude on the team doing that, maybe it'll rub off.
How much have they said your role is as important in leadership, in the locker room, guiding, mentoring, teaching, and maybe even kicking some guys in the butt as much as what you do in football?
He told me that was very big. You know, the outside linebacker room, I think Chinna is the oldest one. He's only like, what, 25? I'm 35, so it's like, it's a different experience, but he said he definitely lead me in the locker room as well, you know, so, you know, like I'm here for whatever. So if he need me to give a speech every game or, you know, be the rah-rah guy, carry the speaker out of the 12-man flag, you know, I'll do it, you know. So I'm just here to just, you know, help any way I can.
Is that going to be different for you? Because when you were here last time, there was still some of the older guys.
Yeah, it's different. When I was here, you know, you I didn't have to come in and play. I had Clem and Red and all those guys, so I just, came in, did my little 15 plays a game, and I went on. So, I didn't have to lead. I didn't have to talk to nobody. So, yeah, it's a different role. But, I've been through a lot of stuff before the league and during the league. So I think I'm seasoned and I'm very prepared for the situation.
The Chicago defense and this one, how close are they?
It's damn near the same. Damn near the same. From the language and everything, it's pretty much the same.
What's it been like to watch Geno kind of perform the way he has?
Man, it's really cool to see because I went to school with Geno, so it's cool to see Geno, get a shot as a youngin', have his struggles, never give up, sat behind Eli, Phillip, Russell, and didn't complain. As a competitor, that's hard, especially when you feel like you can play. So he set his time behind those, did 3 years behind Russ, and for him to get his shot and live up, to expectation is really cool to see. That's what you want to see, a younger player grow into a really good player. So he's looking like the Geno from West Virginia. He's confident, he's commanding the huddle, making unbelievable throws. I seen him last week make a throw to Noah. He was going to this side and he dropped it on the money. So it's like he always could spin the ball. It's just now he's confident. Now he got the team behind him. Now he's the leader of a team. So you can see it. You can see it. He's definitely looking like West Virginia Geno.
Good.
What's the biggest difference you noticed in just since 2 years when you were here last?
With the
staff, the scheme, the vibe, the teammates, the locker room?
It's the same, really. With Pete, he don't keep it, loose. It's a players' team, come as you are, shoot off, tip drill videos, and all that stuff. It's the same, man. That was the ingredients for success years ago. So why would you change it? It's one of every person asks me where is the best place you ever played, and I always say Seattle. It's just a great place from the city to how they run it to how we travel, where we stay. I'm gonna tell you, because I done been some places. Everybody ain't staying at Westons and the Ritzes and all that. I was in Oakland, Alameda. We stayed in Hampton Inns and all that. So the grass is definitely not always greener, but these guys over here definitely know how to do it.
Is this the only team that you guys get to sit first class when you win on the road?
Yeah, this is the only team. And then in Oakland, I think we rode Hawaiian Airlines. So yeah, this is top of the line. This is top of the line over here.
Just crushing the race.
That's where we stayed at Hampton Inn. The Hampton Inn.
Thank you.
Thank y'all, man.